Hello friends, my name is Shivam from DevOps Schools and I will help you to enable your learning process in various technologies of DevOps, artificial intelligence, machine learning, big data and many more. This is our initiative to help you by sharing multiple tutorials and videos. And if you want any specific tutorials or any particular topic, then please do comment in the below comment section and I will help you with it. Also, please subscribe to our premium services on YouTube, which will give you access to more content and videos to enhance your knowledge about all these topics. Also, if you want me to help you with regards to the online trainings and classroom sessions by our qualified trainers, then please do write me at contact@devopsschool.com. Thank you.
So Ansible is a config management tool, and Jacoco is a code coverage tool. Right. So this we will finish it up till post lunch, before lunch. This also, and then post lunch we'll have only this is a discussion, only discussions, no demos, no theories. Maybe few demos will be there. Again, we'll have to check that and get going. So now we are going to start with Ansible. So guys, entire Ansible is a basically 5 day course. I mean, when I say Ansible advanced topic is 5 days course. Right now I'm covering in 2 hours only. 1 hour only, sorry. 1 hour I will have for demo and 1 hour I have for lab. So that's the challenge which we have now. So if you want that all this advanced videos and all, you can check it out in these places. You will find many videos at this location, so you can use this. So we'll have to understand this given a time. We need to use that maximum of it. So I would request you to please uh, be on my screen and then, you know, keep ask questions if you have any doubts. So can we start now? Are we all set?
Yes.
Okay. So guys, first question is what is Ansible? So simple. Ansible is a deployment tool. Simple. Using programs. So deployment you can do using program or script, whatever you want to call it, or playbook. I'll talk about it. What is playbook? I don't want to confuse you at the beginning. So Ansible is a deployment tool. Now this is having multiple releases. One is Ansible. OK. Another one is Ansible Tower. And third one is Ansible AWX. OK. This is the free open source and command line only. This is a part of the training. This is the part of the training. Free open source command line. Now this is paid. Again, this is also open source command plus GUI based tool. So it has so many applications, which is a GUI based for basically enterprise. So if you are a individual, you want to automate everything, so you don't need this tower. But at the enterprise level, if they want to implement, they want to control the change management, then you can use this very powerful tool. Again, all these videos you have at same place, devopschool.com/videos. You can check it out, or my channel. Now, Ansible AWX is basically free and plus open source plus command line plus GUI, but it's not its most latest and not a tested version. This is interesting, right? See here. So there's no difference between AWX and Tower actually theoretically if you say, but because it is a most recent copy and not tested thoroughly for the use. So if you want to use for the learning purpose and all, and if you want to take a risk of, all this stuff, then you can do that. No problem in it. Okay. So these are the different releases we have. If I'm not wrong, the version which I'm right now not able to recall, which is the latest one. So I'll just Google it. Maybe it's Ansible 2.6, something 2.7 or something, 2.9. So 2.9 is the latest release. Okay. So 2.9 is the latest release. Every month we have a release actually. So it's like that. Now guys, we use, this is from a company called Red Hat, written in Python. Very wonderful tool. I love this tool actually, to be honest. And it's not about the love, but it's all about everyone uses also this tool only. Now, the next question is, okay, what is Ansible? We have understand. Now, why do we need it? Why Ansible? So simple thing I said already, you can change in change anything. I said anything in hundreds of machines of server parallel. Yeah, parallel means you can save time, cost, efficiencies, and many things. Simple. It's a server, hundreds of server. Let's say if you do, let's visualize this. So there is a whole environment. Think of it. This is a whole environment, and this is your QA server. Okay, things in simple way. QA server is divided into the broadly three stake: app server, web server, app server, database server. Now here in the web server itself, you'll have a multiple machines, right? App server also you have a multiple machine. These are machine server. Okay. Same thing goes to the pre-prod and prod. Okay. So you have you may have hundreds of machines here, hundreds of server. You want to deploy a software in everything in one go, everything in one go, everything in one go. Rather than doing the sequentially, parallelly. So you want to do anything means anything parallelly. So you can use Ansible. Simple. So at the high level, did you understand, guys, what is Ansible and why do we need it? Did you understand that?
So one question is it a deployment application deployment tool or it is for the infrastructure creation tool?
You can use for the application deployment, or you can use for the server management, infrastructure creation also. Anything. You can do that. So now, in short, we call it a config management tool. Configuration of I'm getting some rashes in my voice. So here, configuration of server parallelly, hundreds of it to save time. Can be anything in the server. Okay. Now, okay. So if you don't like Ansible, then what? So basically, Ansible is a market leader, no doubt about it. But second is Puppet. Third one is Chef. Fourth is CF Engine. Is Salt. Okay. So these are the tools which we have in this category. Ansible is no doubt about it, market leader. Okay. So these all are programming based, actually scripting based. You need a programming to do that. Need coding. Yeah, need coding. But if you don't like a coding, but let me tell you here, even though if you don't like a coding or you like a coding, at any cost, even though if you use the GUI based tool, you still need to do the coding to automate certain functionality. Everything you can't get it through the GUI actually. So you have to take this as a things. So there are some GUI based tool for this Octopus deploy, you deploy, and so on. Okay. So guys, now this is the stuff. Now next thing is, what is architecture of Ansible? What is architecture of Ansible? So here, remember, I am teaching you this one, not a tower, not a AWS. So Ansible of architecture of Ansible. First of all, we have a human, correct? We interact with Ansible control server. In short, we call it ACS. An Ansible control server talk to Ansible remote servers. In short, we call it ARS. Okay. In short, let me create a picture. So you'll get a, what you need to do. You will get a visualization. This is me. This is ACS. I will talk to here, and from here using Ansible, I'll send the command to the hundreds of machines. It can be Windows, it can be Linux, this, that, all these things. It can be ARS. Did you understand that architecture? Me, ACS, ARS. Guys, is it clear for everyone?
Yeah.
Okay. So now, now next question is what we have in ACS. In short, we call it ACA, components of ACS. The things we call it, what we have in ACS. So first thing what we have in ACS is Ansible, the one which is tool needed to be installed. Needed to be installed. Simple. How to install and all, I'll teach you. That's not difficult. But in ACS, in this machine, you need to have Ansible. Okay. You need to have Ansible. And then you need to have a playbook. And then you need to have inventory. Inventory and playbook. So guys, these are the things, three things you have it. Ansible, inventory, playbook. Now this I understand, okay, you are installing one tool, but what is inventory? I need to know. So guys, inventory for time being to minimize your effort, it's a file. Again, I'm reminding you, many things I'm skipping it. I'm not teaching you in detail. Why? Because I want you to get hands on, be comfortable with the ecosystem, and then deep dive. As I said, it's a pretty large course. Ansible itself is a large course. Okay. So inventory, what is inventory? It's a file and contains what, contains IP address of what, ARS. So now you understand that what is inventory, guys, everyone?
Yes.
Wonderful. Guys, we call it host also sometime, depends on the different. I like inventory. Why? Because -I use it for that. Now next question is, what is playbook? So guys, playbook is in short, it's a script. Okay, it's a script in YAML. This is YAML file. Contains what? Contains what? Contains what you want to get it done in ARS server, in short inventory file. I hope it is clear for all of you. Is it clear? Guys? And you have to do that during the lab, so please focus. Any questions so far? Any doubts?
No.
Okay. So guys, here this is the architecture of Ansible. So guys, in short, using Ansible command line, run playbook on inventory. That's all. This you have to do that. So what is the most important part of this? What is the most important part of this architecture? You tell me. What is the most important?
Playbook.
Playbook. Because just IP address. This is most important one. This I will get it installed one time activity. So playbook is most important one. You got it right. But guys, when ACS connect to ARS, how this connection happen? I need to know. So guys, here I am typing ACS and then here ARS in short. ACS guys always has to be Linux. Always has to be 64-bit only. Here you will get Ansible installed. Where Ansible installed? In ACS. There's nothing in AS. Ansible because it's need a Python, so you need to have a Python also. Whereas ARS can be Linux and Windows. Think simple. Linux and Windows. It can be any bit, no problem. Here, not required. NR, not required. Python, if you need Python, if it is a Linux, and you need Bash if you have Windows. PowerShell, sorry, not Bash, PowerShell, my bad. PowerShell, Windows. PowerShell.net if it is a Windows. So basically, these are the prerequisite you have. Now, but the question was, how did it connect? So when ACS, which is the Linux, connect to the Linux host, Linux ARS, then they use the protocol which is called SSH, which is inbuilt. See here, Linux to Linux, SSH inbuilt, right? Correct now, guys? Guys?
Yeah.
And when it connect to the Windows from ACS, when they connect to Windows, then we need to have WinRM. Nowadays, WinRM is coming default, by the way. WinRM is coming default nowadays. Earlier it was used, it was not coming, but now it's coming. Windows Remote Protocol. By the way, those who not understanding this is HTTP protocol actually. So if you see in detailed architecture, this is the architecture. This is the architecture detail and the rules. So here most important part of the session is how to create playbook. Correct? Huh? This is the most important part of the playbook session. So far so good, guys. Any questions? Any questions, guys? Am I audible, guys?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So now the question is how to create a playbook. So guys, playbook is a playbook. It's a YAML file. Yeah, YAML file. So if you learn the YAML or JSON, it will definitely benefit you because most of the places, whether it's a YAML or JSON, YAML most preferably. So it's a YAML file. Now, what it contains, because it's, you know, the YAML and it has a section, right? List format. So contains play, plays, multiple play. Now, what each play contain? Guys, it contain few things. It contain few things. One is a host. Another one is a host. Another one is a tasks. That's all. Two things. That's okay. Right now. Host, task. Here, remember, it's a task. So what is a host? So guys, it is a group name of the inventory. Look at this inventory. Now you must be wondering, What is a group name of the inventory? What is the inventory? It's a file contain IP address of ARS. So what is a group now? So guys, I'm not confusing you too much right now. Group is a list of machines. Let's say this is a YAML file, right? 10.2.3.4 and here 5, 6, 7. A lot of IP address is there. This is a inventory file, but this could be web server. This is a one group. This is the app server. So here only app will install. Here only web will install. So this is called one group. This is called one group. How can we create it? Web. It's a web group now. This is a app group now. So when you run here, you say web, then only 4 machine will be used. When you say app, only these machines will be used. So now the question is, what do you want to use it? So I am going to use it all. All means every machines. So here host all. Did you understand that, guys? Everyone?
Yes.
Now what did task contain? Guys, task contain task 1, task 2, task 3, something like that. What is a task 1? What is a task 2? What is a task 3? So this I don't know, guys. You have to tell me. This is the only thing which I don't know. So guys, task is nothing but what do you want to do here? Here, here, here. See, right? Remember, in a nutshell, using Ansible playbook, this is executable. Run playbook on inventory. So playbook is important and playbook has a task, and task is something which you want to do here, 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 here parallelly. Simple. So first of all, you have to decide a task. What do you want to do? So I want to install HTTPD server, web server. I want to copy one file index.html in var www html and finally start a service. I want to do that. So this is one task, guys. This is one task. This is another task. This is another task. Okay. But the question is, how do I write in this here? So guys, for that, we have module task 1, module and its parameter. One module, okay? And its parameter. Now the question is, what is module? What is module? Correct? So guys, let me ask you in a simple way. Think simple. Now, anyone would like to tell me, I want to copy file from one location to another location. Let's say the name of the file is file1.txt and the destination I am copying inside the OPT. So which command in Linux I will run? Please tell me quickly from the current location to destination. Quickly, guys. Anyone? Guys, are you there in this call or not?
Yes.
Yeah, so I'm asking simple Linux command. I want to copy this file to here. What command I should run?
CP file name and then the destination path.
CP file name and
Path where you want to copy it.
is that correct? Is that correct, sir?
Yeah.
So now the question was, what is module? So guys, in this is a module. Mind it here. You only gave me the command. This is a module. This is a parameter 1. and this is a parameter.
To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the 399 plan and grow your skills immensely.
Now guys, this CP, if you look at this, CP will be there in the bin folder that is given by Linux community. But this module which is written in a Python. Okay, this is a module written in Python. And the question is, where do we find the module list? So guys, we have a more than 4,000 modules. Yes, Ansible module index will be better one. Look at this. This is the module, all modules, cloud modules, clustering modules, command modules, crypto modules, database module, file module, identity module, inventory module, messaging module, monitoring modules, net tool modules. These are the category, guys. So many modules. Let's say packaging modules. I click and you see that every packaging by language, by platform, you have this file related module you want to go. So file related module, here it is. See, there's so many modules you have it. You want to copy? Here is, see, this is a copy module. So Ansible community has written so many modules, more than 3,000 modules are there, and plus community more than 5,000. So guys, whatever you want to do for in the ARS machine, you have a modules. How do you write? One module and its parameter. Let's say copy, we were discussing about it, right? Let's click here. Read this. This is the parameter. And so many parameters are there. So many parameters are there. And some of the examples will be down. See here. This is a one task. Look at this. It's YAML format though. It's a one task. What is the task name? This is called one task. Okay. In the task, what you have? Module, copy module, parameter 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So guys, did you understand what is playbook? Playbook has plays, multiple plays. It's a YAML file, and each play has two entry, host and task. Host is a group name of the inventory. Typically we'll use all. Task, nothing but a collections of one task. One module is parameter, and what I want to do, install HTTPD, copy the dap and start the services. So skeleton wise, if you have understood, then I am going to write a code for it, and that's in YAML file. So any questions so far? Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, guys. So right now it's a rapid, what is this? Rapid fire session, something like that. I'm writing a playbook for doing what? These three things. So first of all, example of playbook. I'm just copying. I can copy my X notes also, but I want to teach you the techniques actually. Okay. Example of playbook. So this is the one example. I'll find it. Any example. I don't need it. So guys, this is one example. Okay. This is the playbook. Look at this. So here, this is the one play has a host task. I don't need this any additional parameter. Okay. Now this is a task. This is the second playbook. Okay. You look at this here. Here you have a one play. This is the one play so far. This is the second play. OK, second play. So they are doing what? They are doing web server work, and this is the updating the database server work. But I don't need too many playbook. So that's a play. So only one play is OK. I'll remove it. So one play. Now what I want, play, see here. This is a task. task will have a module name. Module name. So what do you want to do, sir? So you want to module, you want to install HTTPD. So here I will go to the module Ansible module for installing package in RHEL and CentOS, whatever you want to put it up. And guys, I got this YAM module, built-in modules is there, and I will read it. If I'm at your place, I will read it. Okay, and then go to the examples. Here, what are the things I want to do? YAM HTTPD latest. So simple HTTP latest. This code is already there in place. I will not touch it. Okay, now this is the second. I don't need it. So one task is done. What is the second task? Copy one file index.html to this place. So let's do that. I open up this copy file here and store it. Now let me tell you guys, only one tension you will have it. YAML is very, very space sensitive. If you do the mistake, you have to resolve it yourself only. So here, never ever use tab. Forget about the tab in the world of YAML. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. This is not needed. What file you want to copy? Source index.html. Where you want to copy? Here. Done. So this is also done, guys. Finally, start the service. So let's go for it. Service category. So service should be in the system modules. I'll just search. I can search Google also, but I'm teaching you different methods to locate the right modules. I read it, copied this here, and 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Done, guys. So here you see here, this host is all task 1 installing the HTTPD, copying the files in dash.html. I have to create this file and then start the services. So this is the final topic of the Ansible, playbook. So did you understand so far? Any question?
No.
So guys, now I'm going to show you the demo directly. Look at my screen only. Okay. And again, you have to look at it because you have to do it also. So it's not only look at it. You have to do. I'll give you the assignments you have to complete, each one of you. So I'll go for 2 machines. Okay. CentOS, one for ARS, one for ACS. You can have a multiple ARS also, but right now not needed. Or you can make the same machine also ARS. That is possible. Okay, guys. So this is the machine. I'll just name it this one ACS plus ARS. Both role I'll use it, and this I will use only for ARS. ACS. Okay, so this is the ACS. In front of you, I'm writing it in the notes. This is the ACS. Okay, and ARS will be both this and this. Now username, remember username is CentOS. Okay, and keys I'm having, which is I'm storing over there. So first let me get the key, which is, I'll do that everything for you. You have to just modify the playbook. This is the key. Now I am going to log into ACS. Look at my screen. Mumbai PPK. Yes. CentOS. Setting. Color. Appearance. 16. Click OK. Apply. Here it is. So I have to install, guys, one thing. Become a root for time being. Okay. I have to install this. I have to install the Ansible. So how to install it? So I am doing it for you and just sharing the documents also. So Ansible install. This is the one. And I'm following this notes. And I think this will Python based. This is the one work. So download this. Installing the update. I'll skip it because you don't need it actually. Okay, so guys, Ansible got installed. Ansible hyphen version. You see that latest 2.9 configuration, all this thing, two places. So great. I installed the Ansible. That is the first thing. After that, I'll create a directory Ansible workspace. Anything you can create, that's not a problem. Okay, so this is the directory. You see that you have to go to this directory. Okay, root. Remember, all of you use the root. Go to this directory under the home, and finally create an inventory file, which is the second file, right? So inventory you have to create with the 2 IP address, correct? Which is here. So let's create an inventory file, vi inventory, and that's all created. So easy. Now create a playbook. This is the playbook, web playbook. Vi web dot YAML file. Create a playbook. That's all. Now, so see here, guys, you got, in a nutshell, you got an Ansible playbook. You got it or not? Let me check. Ansible hyphen playbook. See, it's there. It's there. You got playbook. You got inventory. Everything you got it. Just need to run it. But you need a permission. So I can run it now itself also. Here hyphen I inventory and which playbook web. I can run it, but permission denied will be there. Okay, see here. permission denied, because what is happening here, from this machine, they are trying to connect through SSH, and for that you need a username and key or username and password. Are you getting my points, guys?
Yes.
Are you getting my
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for that is you need it. So how can you give it? So guys, I have a keys already. I'm copying for you also, and I'll use myself also. Okay. So what is a key? Node.pem. This key file, I'm storing it for you, which will work. And key file should be always 600, else it will throw an error. So guys, here what I'm doing right now, I am doing -u CentOS -key file is equal to node.pm and sudo to become -b, yes. And now it's installing, everything will be doing. So just wait for it. Second, yes, I did not press it, it got failed. You can ignore it also, but right now I just decided to not show you a few more files and confuse you. So done. One more time I have to run it, guys, to make it yes. And here changed, this is done, this is okay. See here, what is the error? Copy file with the owner. So copy is a problem. See here, you only decide. Look at the script. Do we have this file index.html? No. So guys, this is the place you have to understand. vi index.html. Here, welcome to h1, welcome to DevOps School DevSecOps class. H1 closing. H1 and done. Save it. So now you have a file. Rerun one more time. You can run as many times. It's very safe to run. No changes will reoccur if it is already done. See those task installation is done. Already done, so it will not do that things. Copy has happened. Started the services. And finally, can we check now this machine? This machine. Can we do one thing? Can we deploy the next version of software? So modify this index.html. Here, say this is the v1. Save it and rerun this command. So simple, parallel it is doing. Refresh and refresh. Got it? All of you guys? Did you understand? So what is the most important part? Playbook. What do you want to do? So now this is assignment. So this is assignment. Assignment is very simple, guys. I can validate each one of you. You will log in to this machine, which is ACS, with the username and password, which I'm giving to you. Let me enable the password here. So vi etc ss I'm enabling the password. Just give me 2 seconds. Password authentication, yes. Restart the services. And start the services. Done. Set the password. CentOS. CentOS 123. CentOS 123. So guys, the password is CentOS 123. And after that, you will become a sudo -s, become root. And after that, you will go to this directory, which is here. And after that, create a HTML file with your name, with your first name. Okay. And here you will do this copy. This one to, you are copying this one to your name. Your name. Okay. Understand that. Your name dot YAML file. So then now modify this. Modify this and here create one in HTML file with your name, your first name .html. Modify this and this is the first name. So don't just write a first name. It should be your first name .html. So modify HTML file and deploy this one into a location should be this one. If you have not understood, please do let me know. This is your assignment, all of you. And finally, you will run which command, you know? One command, and that is this command. In this, you will change only this one. Rest of the things will remain same. Did you all understand this? Guys? All of you?
Yes.
Yes.
Please enroll our general membership for $399 plan to get access of all the parts.
Along with that, you can access our other tutorials such as Docker, Ansible, Jenkins, Terraform, Splunk, AWS, Azure, and various other DevOps related premium tutorials with our channel membership. If you would have any issues with our channel membership, you can drop an email to us at contact@devopsschool.com, or you can also unsubscribe from channel membership anytime if you don't want to continue or did not like the video. To get our channel membership, click onto the join button, select the $399 plan and grow your skills immensely. Please be kind enough to like it, and you can comment any of your doubts and queries. We will reply to them at the earliest. Thanks for watching.